are you, buddy? Good to see you too. Welcome to Bandon.
It's the sort of chaos normally reserved for rock stars or royalty.
You've got 7 weeks of this coming up.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, but like I say, it's a home crowd, mate. So.
In this part of the world, cricket heroes are royalty. And thanks to the madness of the radical new Indian Premier League, Aussie stars Adam Gilchrist and Andrew Symonds are suddenly local legends. Friday night in the southern city of Bangalore. This is the beginning of a whole new ballgame. The opening night spectacular, fueled by the subcontinent's new money, looks less like India and more like an American Super Bowl.
What a shot! What a shot!
Forget the SCG, the WACA, even the MCG. This is cricket passion like you've never experienced before. Even by local standards, this crowd is absolutely pumped. They know that out there in the middle, history is being played out, and everyone wants their share.
Here he goes again, number 12.
Symonds and Gilchrist have joined the circus. The fast food version of international cricket, slapped together with alarming speed by some of India's wealthiest businessmen.
At $1,350,000, Andrew Symonds will play for Hyderabad.
Along with other top players from around the cricketing globe, they were auctioned to the highest bidder to join this bash and crash 2020 competition.
Out, punting again.
It's 59 games of cricket over 44 days, and for their part, they'll collect more than $2 million. You're in line for more than $700,000. That's $50,000 a game, Adam. That's staggering.
It is. It's about half what Simo's getting too.
Have you had a chat to him about that?
Oh yeah, we're all over him. Don't worry. Yeah.
He'll be buying the beer.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a bit hot to play cricket. You're not going to tell me you're really looking forward to this, are you?
Oh, you never enjoy the heat. You know, it's pretty extreme some days, but you get used to it. Your body, adapts to it pretty quickly.
The fact that Symonds is being embraced here is a stunning turnaround that shows just how 2020 is already transforming the game. Only months ago, taunted as a monkey by the Indian team and public enemy number 1 among local fans, the Aussie all-rounder is pocketing $1.4 million for his brief appearance here. That means $100,000 a game. They're not exactly paying you peanuts, are they?
No. They were burning photos of us a while back, but now we're all mates again. But that's all right, I'm happy to operate like that.
Now you're their hero.
This is the image that most of us associate with India. Traditional, old-fashioned, back-breaking work. More than 300 million people here do it all for less than $1 a day. Now, what's incredible about that is that one of the poorest countries on earth has managed to give birth to $2 billion worth of cricket competition, the richest in the history of the game.
Tell you what, they show no mercy, these kids.
No. You want to go and play? You did try playing with them?
Old blokes like me, they'll just cart me all over the park.
Try.
All right, here we go.
Harsha Bhogle is India's most famous television cricket commentator. And in this part of the world, that means drawing a crowd wherever he goes. Even here in the slums of Mumbai. That's why Harsha's convinced this flash new cricket can't fail.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The biggest thing about cricket in India is watch how they're playing here. All you need is one rubber ball, one plank of wood that resembles a bat, and a little dustbin that serves as a wicket. And look how many people can watch.
Do these kids see this as the ticket out of the slums?
Oh, everywhere. Everywhere, yes. Increasingly in the small towns. There was a time when you'd see it in the big cities, but now television has taken cricket everywhere.
TV really is the key.
TV is the biggest key.
Could it be the biggest sporting competition in the world?
Without doubt. It could be the biggest sporting competition without doubt.
Sipping tea at the exclusive Bombay Cricket Club, heartland of India's cricket traditions, we found the man behind all this madness. Indian Cricket Board power broker Lalit Modi is the chief architect of the Indian Premier League. And he's not finished yet. Is this going to be a global competition?
Personally, my personal dream is to make this a global competition. Nothing like a Sydney team playing a Dubai team, playing a New York team, playing a London team. Now, whether it will succeed or not, that's a million-dollar question still.
That's the multi-million-dollar question.
Multi-million-dollar question, yes.
The last time cricket was turned on its head like this was 30 years ago, when Ian Chappell led a team of rebel players for Kerry Packer's World Series revolution.
Chappell has reached 100, goes to 101.
These days, Chappelli has swapped the six-stitcher for something softer. But he's no less hard-hitting when it comes to concerns that the huge paychecks of this 2020 Premier League will rob other countries of their finest test and one-day players.
It could happen that 2020 does become the most important thing. But I see that as being a problem because I don't think cricket can survive just purely on 2020, on the 2020 game.
Is the danger that the tail will end up wagging the dog?
The shorter versions of the game need the longer version to produce the skilled cricketers. The longer version of the game needs the shorter version of the game to provide the finances. If they all go off separately, I would see the death of not only Test cricket, I'd see the death of cricket.
Completely?
Yep.
That's a very big call.
Well, I just don't think they can exist on their own. I think they've got to coexist. India have definitely got the power and this will help to cement it. I think what the cricket world's looking at is how they're going to use that power now.
There's a lot being said about this will be the death nail for Test cricket. But in our country, we find it's still packing in the stadiums. It's still packing in the people coming in.
You see Test cricket surviving, do you?
I see Test cricket definitely surviving. There are a lot of hardcore fans who love Test cricket.
But it's going to be a very different world for cricket, isn't it?
It's going to be a different world, yes.
A different world indeed. And right at the centre of it, two Aussie blokes who, however briefly, are the toast of the Indian nation.
Well, it's certainly not Sydney and it's not Melbourne.
Correct.
And you're up there. Must be a weird feeling. Now you're one of their favourite sons.
It is a bit odd.
Well, we've been here for less than a minute. We've already got a traffic jam happening. This was free-flowing a minute ago.
You don't have to set up these shots in India. It's just exactly what it's like.
You are a crowd magnet.
Look, cricketers are. I wouldn't say I am, but mate, cricketers are in general over here. Yeah.
Well, we've got two Aussie icons here. We've got you up on one billboard, with can of beer on the other. We're going pretty well in this part of the world,
Nice
aren't
to
we?
be that famous, wouldn't it? So it might come in handy at some stage, a bit of that too.
Fame can be fleeting, and it remains to be seen if the Indian Premier League will become a permanent fixture on the international cricketing schedule. The purists are fearful that the razzle-dazzle and the big dollars will lure top players away from the traditional game.
My advice to everyone sort of would be just take it slowly. Let's just see and then reassess.
Calm down, have a cold shower.
Yeah, definitely.
If this was all happening at the start of your career rather than at the end, and you had to choose between the baggy green and the money, what would you choose?
Never been big on hypotheticals. I know in myself, well and truly, that I'd pursue playing cricket for Australia, for my country, for sure.
You think the baggy green is still the holy grail?
There's absolutely no doubt. Players are going to want to play for their country, and it's not just going to be about the money.